Diplomacy is option 1. Military is option 2. When options 1 and option 2 are abandoned, there's only one thing left, which is us. We are the third option.
Peter Berg has this very interesting fascination with the military and with the police force, and I guess people that have these extraordinary jobs out in the, the very hard world that we live in. He's back with another military-themed movie. It's called Mile 22. He's also back with his muse, Mark Wahlberg. He's done a bunch of pictures with Wahlberg. And this movie actually is really well crafted. I'm a fan of Peter Berg's work. I like The Kingdom. I like Friday Night Lights, The Rundown, the classic one with The Rock was terrific. This guy's got a really great sense of putting motion behind his camera and creating tension. There's always this kinetic quality with the stuff that he builds. He's also got this kind of fly-on-the-wall quality where it's almost like he's shooting a documentary with these extraordinary situations, and that's exactly what befalls everybody in Mile 22. Mark Wahlberg kind of leads this, super police force or this super tactical squad.
I don't want to know his name. I don't know what he does for a living. I want to know, who is he?
When the military can't do it, when the government can't do it, and everybody's got to go off the record, they call Mark Wahlberg and his posse, which is also helped out by this Overwatch crew, which has access to all of this technology to help them with information and instant information and real-time information while they're doing their missions.
Requesting hand of God.
Coming down.
So they'll have all of the infrared scans and drones, and they'll hack into cameras all over the place. So they have this sort of extra layer of support whenever they have to take on a tactical kind of strike. It's action-packed. It doesn't sort of let up. It's a little relentless. There are a few gun battles that seem to be framed improperly for me. It was almost like too much chaos because Berg has never met an edit he doesn't like. So every second or half a second, we've got another frame, another thing. So there were a couple of moments in there where Wahlberg's shooting in this direction and the bad guys are shooting in this direction and they're tights, and we just can't see exactly how all of the mechanics and all of the choreography was sort of going down. And it took me out of it for a second, because you're really seeing behind the filmmaking. You're seeing these angles and these angles and these angles, but you don't get that sort of, where are they? How are they doing it? There's a particular sequence where Wahlberg flanks everybody. It's like, how did you get there? How did you know that they were all going to be there and you took everybody down? And of course, the super heroics are off the charts. So, none of Wahlberg's shots miss, it feels like, for the entire thing. And he comes out rather, relatively unscathed. Lots of carnage befalls his team, though, and it was still thrilling. It was still fun to watch, just like most of Peter Berg's movies. This guy is very good at this stuff, and I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed Wahlberg in this role. He plays this guy that's kind of got this OCD and this anger and this, 5 steps ahead of everybody else kind of brain, and it drives him crazy, and he's machine gun firing his lines. And he was fun to watch. He was solid.
Thank you.
Lauren Cohen has some pretty heavy emotional stuff to kind of unravel for us on screen, and I thought that was very good.
That's my asset.
I dug the movie. It's not going to break records. It's not going to, be something you're going to be talking about for decades or anything like that, but it's another solid action picture from the partnership of Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.